And greetings, this is Nigeria Anderson, and you're on urbanbuzzmag.com, and I have Kevin King Supreme. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did. Good afternoon, Nigeria. Kevin King Supreme.
That's right, and you're a producer up from my old neighborhood, Washington Heights. Woo woo.
That's correct, yeah. Washington Heights to the fullest, baby.
That's right, that's right. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into producing.
Okay, my name is Kevin Reyes, and I am actually currently 33 years old. I say that because I like to highlight the fact that I've been making music since I was 12 years old, which means I'm almost at 20 years. My production aspect came into play when I was about 25, and the reason why that came about was because I was doing artistry for the first half of my career. I felt like I wanted to learn more, and I kind of went down a rabbit hole of learning how to produce music rather than performing it and focusing on being the artist.
Right.
I actually focused on learning how to make music, and I became really good at that, and I started making music for other people, and, before I knew it, I was basically labeled the producer, so I accept that
That's
label.
all right. That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard some of your beats and they're hot. So how do you come up with, the sound? Because as a producer, then you're producing a sound. So how do you create that sound, or where does that come from? Like, are you in your bed and then you're like, or
Sure.
do you hear samples? Sure. Or give us a Kevin scenario of how, when you're ready to create a beat.
Okay, absolutely. This is a really good question. There's not one answer for all the scenarios, right. But one very common scenario that I can tell you about is going to be funny. I sing in the shower,
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah. You hum tunes, you hum separate tunes, and not that I think about people in the shower, but sometimes you think about styles and people's styles, people that you've come across and their artist styles. And sometimes when you come up with an idea that's organic and genuine, sometimes you can attribute it to a certain artist that you've already worked with or been working with or want to work with. And, you just basically make the sound. Once you complete it, you send it to that artist, see if they like it, see if they want to jump on it. And, you let them know that it was made especially for them. Right.
Nice. That's cool. Mm-hmm. Is there, if there was an artist you could create a beat for that's known, and I know right now with COVID, artists are like, not the celebrity status has been leveled. So everybody is a celebrity in COVID, But if there was, no, for real, I mean, nurses and doctors have superseded, the hit makers and names. People are really about their health right now. Ain't nobody care about a celebrity. But if there was someone you could create a beat for, is there anyone in particular you was like, yo, I got to get this beat to so-and-so?
Absolutely. Right now, for contemporary purposes, I'm going to say Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Okay.
He's probably one of the most listened to person right now. I mean, I'll be honest with you. He's not saying things of much lyrical value, but nonetheless, he is a person that's very hot right now. And if anybody can get a sound in with that guy, the whole world is going to listen. So, you know what I mean? So strategically speaking, Tekashi 6ix9ine would be somebody that I would love to work with. And also Jay-Z. Jay-Z is my favorite all-time artist. And if I could ever get any opportunity to even be around that guy, I would absolutely be grateful.
Okay. Sounds good. I want to be like, Jay-Z like 90. He should not be rapping, but okay.
Yeah, I know. But this guy, I'm telling you, anything he says.
Yeah,
golden.
True. No, I understand what you're saying, and I love how you said it strategically. That's all right. Mm-hmm. That's how you got to be. So what's one of your favorite tracks that you did do for somebody that, whether be known or not known, that you was like, oh, yeah, I did that?
Okay. To be honest with you, I would like to mention an artist that I've worked with because I'm very
Sure.
proud of our work together. His name is Pachi Oliva. That's Patchy. Oliva is Oliva. We actually have a project out right now on YouTube and on all of the streaming platforms that exist as well. It's called Rapture, and he is a Christian rapper. And I absolutely love his lyricism and his skill. He's very skillful at his art. And, you know, when I make the beats for him, I know what he likes. He likes pianos.
Right.
So when we made this project, there's a lot of piano work involved in it. I'm not a piano player professionally, but I definitely, you know, I know how to maneuver, but he is. He does play the piano. So what I did was I had him over in my studio. We started recording a piano session because I also have a Wurlitzer piano in my studio. And he was playing the piano, so I'm recording him with a $5,000 microphone. I had to mention that just because the sound quality, the sound quality is superb coming from that thing. It's a U87 from Neumann, and it's a classic vintage microphone, collector's edition, and it's great. The whole point is that he was sounding great on the piano, and we recorded some tunes, and then he started rapping as he was playing the piano. So I captured all of this sound and audio, and it sounded amazing. We put it together, we started mixing it, and we got a project that we are super proud of. And like I said, you can find that anywhere on all of the streaming platforms, Tidal, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, everywhere. It's all over the place. Pachi Oliva, Rapture. Beautiful, beautiful piece of work.
Yeah. Thank you for mentioning that. And definitely, you know, again, we're a promotional platform, and I'm a Christian, so you don't have to worry about being afraid to say he's a Christian rapper. We love Jesus and the Holy Ghost over here.
Amen.
I'm glad you mentioned the microphone and for its clarity, because as a producer, how important is it to have quality equipment?
I'm going to quickly differentiate the role of a producer with the role of an engineer.
Good.
An engineer is the one who's probably going to worry about the equipment that is used in the studio. I'm also an engineer by trade. I went to school for it, and I went to SAE, and I graduated top of my class. So I know a lot about analog gear and equipment and music equipment and, you know, just audio, a bunch of audio stuff that's necessary in the studio. The whole point is that the microphone is actually one of the most important pieces of gear that a producer or an engineer can own.
Okay.
And I say that because as a producer, you do want to have your go-to tools that you want to use when you do get an idea, when you do want to shop around or pitch around an idea that you have to your artist. You know, you want clarity. You definitely want clarity and quality coming from that sound, because the vision that you bring forth has to be extremely legible. It needs to be visible by whoever it is you're presenting it to. So if I come and bring you an idea that's all muffly, then you're automatically going to be, you know, unattracted by it. Mm-hmm. So therefore, if that microphone is not up to par, for the rest of the process, that audio is not going to be the best quality that it can be.
Wow. What are you working on now at this time?
Okay. Right now, I'm currently working with a Latin artist. Mm-hmm. His name is Kilo Brian, and he makes trap music in Spanish.
Nice.
And he's about to go on an international tour to Colombia, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Miami, Los Angeles. He's about to do a small tour, but it's going to be international, and he's going to get a lot of exposure. I'm going to help him out with that. I'm very involved with him. But mostly, you know, we are working extremely hard on trying to get some hits in a project together so that we can take to these different countries and different places and expose ourselves and give us some really good promotion, give ourselves some really good promotion for this project.
Right.
Kilo Brian is coming out with a mixtape or an album, you know, that is called Chamaquito del Barrio. Mm-hmm. The English translation of that is child from a ghetto or child
Nice.
from the neighborhood, child from the hood. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And
Mhm. Mhm.
he's talking about himself as the child that grew up in this ghetto environment, and it's going to be extremely interesting. The music and the vibes are extremely melodic, and the drums are going to be out of this world. It's going to be such a beautiful project that everybody's going to love it. And even if you don't know Spanish, it's okay to listen to music that's in a different language, because what sounds good is undeniable, no
Right.
matter what language it's in.
You're
You know.
absolutely right about that. Dad, Kevin, this
Hmm.
is a great interview. You dropping some jewels on us real quick.
Thank you, thank you so much,
I,
Nigeria.
I like that. I like that. This is why we say where key players speak, so they can learn
Absolutely,
and get the gist of, what they want to do. You're an expert in your field. You know what to tell people and how to get the ball rolling.
absolutely.
So, besides
Hmm.
producing for artists, is there any other interests you have?
Well, I actually do some artistry myself. I rap. As I mentioned earlier, I've been rapping since I was 12 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I don't rap as much as I did when I was 12 years old. Believe it or not, when I was 12 years old, I filled up notebooks full of lyrics that were not necessarily valuable or worthy to be listened to, but nonetheless, it's work. And what it does is it compiles into experience.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And as you learn, as you write more and more and develop the skill of writing, you learn more and more, and you just start bringing in different, different approaches to your writing, especially if you're good in writing at school. Like, you know what I mean? When I was at school, I used to get top grades in English. Like, English was
Right.
one of my favorite subjects because it was so natural to me. I understood it. Man.
Right.
Literature, Shakespeare, poetry,
Mm-hmm.
literary techniques, all of those things are super interesting to me. And, I apply it. I'm very good at applying it to my lyricism and my writing. So I definitely feel like people should pay attention in school when it comes to English. It's one of those things that are not really paid attention to that much,
Right. Right.
but it should be. It should be. It should be. It'll elevate anybody in their artistry.
Man, that's good stuff. No one's ever really broke that down. And the importance,
Hmm.
I guess I think people minimize rapping or hip hop or producing because they think it's just a trend or just something these artists just did. But
I believe that.
honestly, a lot of rappers are well educated,
Absolutely.
you
Hmm.
know. And
That's
so
so
thank you
true.
for sharing that. That's a point that people really need to acknowledge that no, these aren't little ghetto kids who don't know nothing and made this up, but
Mm-mm.
have transcribed their education and, as you mentioned,
In their music.
right,
Hmm.
into their music. So is songwriting something that you do?
Oh, I love songwriting. I write songs for artists, male and female. I write hip hop. I write Spanish. I write English. I write short songs. I write long songs. I write stories. I write. I love writing. I write everything.
Okay.
Hmm.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Have you ever thought about scoring for like a film or commercial? Have you done any kind of work like that? Are you interested in that kind of work?
I am extremely interested in meeting or at least communicating with a music supervisor for the film industry. Doesn't matter what company, honestly. I'm super interested in just getting involved and having my music played in film or, theater or TV. I would love that. I'm very interested. I'm somewhat knowledgeable. I'm actually a little bit more knowledgeable than, I guess, a lot of people, but still, it's not just that. There's so many layers to this industry,
Right,
that it almost doesn't even matter what you know sometimes. It's actually who you know
right.
that matters a lot more, sometimes. And, it's unfortunate, but it's just a reality. It's something that we need to, work hard to achieve with others socially. And you can't, this is not just by, you're not going to sit in a room, create music, and then expect to blow up from that. There's no way that's gonna happen.
Right.
You got to go out there and rub elbows.
Exactly. Exactly. So, who's one of your favorite Latin artists that you would probably like to work with?
Oh, I would love to work with Anuel AA. He's a Puerto Rican rapper.
Mm-hmm.
He's extremely successful right now in the urban Latin and reggaeton fields and genres.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's extremely successful, and I would love to just be in the same room as that guy.
Well, we hope to make that happen, man. I really enjoy speaking with you. You are really well put and have your head on right, and man, I'm looking forward to seeing you get that Grammy and hearing your music on commercials and on somebody's TV show or film.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with COVID, we don't know if film going to be right. Netflix, right? Listen, and the fact that, you know, you do all genres is amazing, and that you're not boxed into just Latin, Christian, R&B, and hip hop.
It's really important. Yeah.
Go ahead, speak. You can speak on that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I think it's important to be able to cross over,
right?
Because when you box yourself in, you know, it's good to be the GOAT in one thing, and the person who's the go-to guy for one thing. But, you know, God forbid something happens to you, then, you know, what are you just leaving a legacy in that one thing? You know, you kind of want to, you know, you want to stick your toes in everything. You want to make sure that you leave your carbon footprint everywhere. You know, as many places as you can. Honestly, that's my gist.
Yeah, and that's what we love. That's why we say we're key players speak, because we don't box anybody in. We want, if you're talented in producing and you can act and you can rap, then urbanbuzzmag.com is where you need to be, because we want to explore all of that. We don't want no one to be in a box. That is horrible. And artists don't get the credit for being creative in different areas, like yourself in this interview, how you're so diverse. And as a producer, not just locked in, and that's something great. So tell people your website, your social media, and how they can reach you.
Absolutely, Nigeria. I'm Kevin Reyes. That's my real name. Kevin King Supreme is my producer name. And OK Beatz, OKAYBEATZ, is our company name. Our website is www.okbeatz.com. That's www.okaybeatz.com. And you can find us on every social media platform, OK Beatz, just like that. Just OK Beatz.
Oh, I love that. See, your little rap came out. You can find us at OK Beatz, just like that.
I'm telling you, it's a natural thing.
I see, Kevin. I see. Listen, thanks again, sir, for coming through. We really appreciate you.
Nigeria, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I also want to thank Kevin Bird for having given me this beautiful recommendation to you. And I also want to thank Urban Buzz Magazine for helping me expose myself and asking me these beautiful questions that allow me to really just open up about, you know, our experiences and things that other people need to know as well. That's about the industry and about this game.
Yeah.
Very important. So thank you so much, Nigeria.
You're more than welcome.
Way High Vision Records. Yeah. I'm stressed out, puffed up with my chest out. All I need is that good music, them good vibes, throw the rest out. Now I'm up and away. I don't take well when they up in my face. Hop up on the plane, hijack it, fly up into space just to get away. Even if it's just for a couple of days, this can go about a couple of ways. I cannot care about what they say, or even if they get paid. Even got a grand old name, sipping on Grand Monet. I had the cold, had the smoke in hopes that I'd go up with the A's, or I blow so I could be up in the ozone, flying solo. I'm Han Solo, sipping for loco, out this solo. They say I'm local for being alone, so all I'm saying is be the type that's more motivation, build my patience, build my pace up. Even on days I don't wanna wake up, I wake up, one foot in front of the other. I do it for all All of my sisters and brothers, I do it for my dad and mother, and all of the people who raised me. I'm talking about aunties and cousins. Yeah, I got cousins, type that'll aim for the head and then think no ain't novi. Type that'll do it for me and the fam and do it for little to nothing. Shout out to Chevy. If you see Gremlin, you tell him I say what's been up with him. I ain't had a chance to grow up with him, but I know that we fam. No matter what life be throwing our way, we always stay hustling. Last thing we doing is struggling. Got a big grip on the game. Last thing we doing is juggling. Haters don't ever want peace. Last thing they doing is chucking it, cause we all the way up. Last thing that we gotta do is jump. Haters still wanna kick it with us. Last thing we doing is punting. Nah, we do it for music. Blood, sweat, tears, we got the bruises to prove it. Chilling with a bunch of goons, acting ruthless. You know the type, nothing to lose and willing to prove it. You know how it is, you know how we do it. This ain't the type of life you can live without a little bit of attitude, no. Just a little bit of attitude. Yeah, just a little splash of attitude. Yeah, just a little bit of attitude, nah. This ain't the type of life you can live without a little bit of attitude. It's fluent, all about the music. Let me spit everything that comes to me in this next minute. Everyone's in it to win it, chill it. I'm in it to kill it, the world that's in it. Great concept, so the industry spins it. Gotta pray for the strength of a judge in the day that I can go eliminate villains. I'ma hit them to the ceiling with your lyrics, so they know what you feeling. You a rap god, you must love me too. Let me see you send your son to die for me too. Sorry I'm an M, but you're far from the truth. If you think you're God, then we're all gonna lose. It's not just for me, it's for you and your girls too. Showing you a path that God wants you to choose. Gotta go through what Christ went through. This track is fat, it's not hard to be you. Sometimes I feel like giving up, I know I gotta pick it up. And even when my head is down, I gotta pick it up. And when I write my lyrics, and I pray that you gon' pick it up. And even if you don't, I still know that you gon' pick it up. Doesn't make you happy the fact that I'm coming at you. The fact that I'm a gospel artist who had to catch you. Have faith in me, who has faith in you. Cause if it takes me to put some faith in you, well, do it, we do it. You can tell we do it, we do it. Yeah, I know it's fluent, all about the music, the music. We do it, okay. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Plácata. Ven con tu manada que no le paramos nada, que no le paramos nada. Tuve mucho jangueando de calle, gorillo a la hora y la corte tienen que chotear. Plácata. Ven con tu manada que no le paramos nada, que no le paramos nada. Así yo me lo encuentro de noche jangueando con el cocodrilo, lo voy a cazar. La gorda y lo horrible está ready. Tengo soldado en todas las posiciones. También puse tu Eva en poste, moviendo la chapa, rompiendo con dos. Si tengo poder, yo soy el final. Mire, tengo pana en la federal. Están haciendo tiempo, nada sin hablar. Y tú por envidia me querés chotear. Traficando armas, casos federales. Van como 2 veces, me quiero matar. Pana que me copian, otros que me envidian. Pero hay que matarme, no voy a parar. Me gozo mi vida, ando en la mía. Así es la vida, me pueden quitar. He pasado mucho y no va a terminar. Como tú por muerto en la federal. Hay que respetarme, no porque me crea o por lo que diga, es por lo que soy. Muchos que frontean con un rol falso, vendiéndole sueños a fanáticos. Nega, yo lo mato y no de un balazo. No vale mucho, sino con mi flow. Yo no retrocedo, no lo cojo slow. El calibre suena, bla, 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 bla. Es más que se joda, yo le entro a balazo. Con cada fuetazo, que baila de embo en las redes sociales. Todo el mundo es un gante, todo el mundo es un capo. Ya dejen su show. Plácata. Ven con tu manada que no le paramos nada, que no le paramos nada. Tuve mucho jangueando de calle, gorillo a la hora y la corte tienen que chotear. Plácata. Ven con tu manada que no le paramos nada, que no le paramos nada. Así yo me lo encuentro de noche jangueando con el cocodrilo, lo voy a cazar. Mi alma tú la quemarías, casi un pana muerto todos los días. Y mientras más fama más vacía.
Yo te dije que me iba a ver que respetarme. Ok, Beatz. Yeah.
Recuerdo una noche cuando estaba broke, el diablo se acercó y me dijo te ayudó. Y yo le dije no y él me dijo está todo. Me vende tu alma, te la quito yo. Mira, es un buen precio el que brindo yo. Ya tú no entres cielo, tienes pecador. Mira, firma aquí y bébete un trago. Y cuando desperté ya no tendrás dolor. Tampoco tristeza, tú en el mirador. Y me llega la fama y se me ve el amor. Y muchas sombras negras por mi alrededor. Y me visto de negro por la situación de que me maten pena y ya no hay solución. Pero me encanta verme en la televisión. Esto yo lo hago es por la pasión y por mi familia, que es mi bendición. Pero nunca pensé que por fama mi alma tú la quemarías. Que si un buen muerto todos los días. Y mientras más fama mi alma más vacía. Pero nunca pensé que por fama mi alma tú la quemarías. Que si un buen muerto todos los días. Y mientras más fama mi alma más vacía. Hice por fama tener lana, un carro bacano, más negra y un cuero en mi carro. Y todo lo hice por fama tener lana, un carro bacano, más negra y un cuero en mi carro. Y todo lo hice por fama tener lana, un carro bacano, más negra y un cuero en mi carro. Y todo lo hice por fama tener lana, un carro bacano, más negra y un cuero en mi carro. Y por eso vengo ante ti, Señor, y ahora me arrodillo y te pido perdón. Mira que yo no quise esa situación, pero una noche más locura y de traición. Camino y camino y no encuentro la luz. Ya no muero pobre, perdóname tú. Siempre quise fama, dinero y poder, y ahora Lucifer me quiere envolver. Que por fama mi alma tú la quemarías. Que si un pana muerto todos los días. Y mientras más fama mi alma más vacía. Nunca pensé que por fama mi alma tú la quemarías. Que si un pana muerto todos los días. Y mientras más fama mi alma más vacía. Hice por fama tener lana, un carro bacano, más negra y un cuero en mi carro. Y todo lo hice por fama tener lana, un carro bacano, más negra y un cuero en mi carro. Y todo lo hice por fama tener lana, un carro bacano, más negra y un cuero en mi carro. Y todo lo hice por fama tener lana, un carro bacano, más negra y un cuero en mi carro. Ahora sí que se quieren hacer. Cuando yo estaba en olla, ninguno cabrones del coro querían hacerme, no. Ninguno querían hacerme, no. Puta. Ahora sí que se quieren hacer. Cuando yo estaba en olla, ninguno cabrones del coro querían hacerme, no. Ahora sí que se quieren hacer. Yo en el estudio. Como Curry, agarré el balón. Tienes pistola y tampoco matado y cabrón, tu primo es matón. Porque ahora que te oye dice que eres un loco y tú lo que eres un ratón. Quisiera que nos encontremos para que nos tiremos a veces que tú eres un locón. Yo te borro la careta entera de que te me escape, ya no hay manera. Siempre habla negra de que estás que fuera y yo no te he visto en la balacera, no. A Chile le mando de frente porque hijo de puta no mando traición. Si queda vivo le cambio el pin y le mando presión al botón. Así en la music le llevo la sangre y la hago negar por pasión. No hablo con empleados, siempre llego donde hay patrón. No, yo soy el ratata. Nunca los problemas yo echo para atrás. Quiero 1 millón pa' mí y otro pa' mi mamá. Y que se busque todo el que se pueda buscar. Ahora sí que se quieren hacer. Cuando yo estaba en olla, ninguno cabrones del coro querían hacerme, no. Ninguno querían hacerme, no. Hueputa. Ahora sí que se quieren hacer. Cuando yo estaba en olla, ninguno cabrones del coro querían hacerme, no. Ahora sí que se que quieren hacer. La calle, manteca, se me yo en la meta. Me fumo un doble y me pongo bien loco que yo mismo digo la cresta. Andaba en una bicicleta, ahora ando en una avioneta. Loco con los cueros como el craquero de lo que llega con la manteca. En Miami me engala con él y las mujeres la pasan la teta. Par de kilos en una maleta. Son no, yo soy el ratata. Nunca los problemas yo echo para atrás. Quiero 1 millón pa' mí y otro pa' mi mamá. Y que se busque todo el que se pueda buscar. Oh, oh. Yeah. Ahora sí que se quieren hacer. Cuando yo estaba en olla ninguno cabrones del coro querían hacerme, no. Ninguno querían hacerme, no. Hueputa. Ahora sí que se quieren hacer. Cuando yo estaba en olla ninguno cabrones del coro querían hacerme, no. Ahora sí que se quieren hacer. Kilo Barraya, ok, Beatz. Yo soy la leyenda y a mí va a que respetarme. Dímelo WhatsApp, Taísi Rodríguez. Brr.
Suavecito. Yeah. Una guapa trabaja noche, día enterito. Teta hecha se hizo la lipo, ya. No le coge mierda a ningún tipo. Suavecito, te lo hace rico, ya. Chocolate en la mañana con un huevo frito. La chica ideal, matando la barrera como una criminal. Sabe ella misma que eres bella, de llamar no puede hablar. Le gusta caminar por la orilla del mar. Todas quedan mirando su imagen admirar. El sol reflejando de su piel le hace brillar. Más que el diamante más brillante en todas las joyerías no se pueden comparar. La quisiera sacar pero no me atrevo ni a acercar. Suavecito. Yeah. Una guapa trabaja noche, día enterito. Teta hecha se hizo la lipo, ya. No le coge mierda a ningún tipo. Suavecito, te lo hace rico, ya. Chocolate en la mañana con un huevo frito. La chica ideal. Suavecito. Yeah. Una guapa trabaja noche, día enterito. Teta hecha se hizo la lipo, ya. No le coge mierda a ningún tipo. Suavecito, te lo hace rico, ya. Chocolate en la mañana con un huevo frito. Suavecito. Finish line within a mile, and I feel like I could run it wild. I done it, bro, I done it. I could splurge 100K, I'm just keeping it 108. I done it, bro, I done it. Victory within a mile, and I'm about to freaking run it, yeah. I done it, bro, I done it. About to spend 100 grand, I'm just keeping it 100, man. Actually, I owe a $500,000, keeping it 100. My credit card good, Mrs. Banker, you could run it. Pipe game serious, she calling me her plumber. Dominican chick fling was giving her this thing all summer. Then she spring that she got a hubby, I'm like what a bummer. Fortunately I could keep my fortune with me. You hold your way, I go mine, no 50-50. I sway swiftly those who try to X me out. You wanna learn how to make it, you gotta check me out. Try and write off expenses, that's when you get a house. I be all about all them large accounts, doing laps, but I'm cashing in and I'm cashing out on every bout. And you know nothing about it. These life lessons I teach ain't really for free. I charge all my fees through every stream, every view and every listen. Keep me on repeat, trust me, you gon' be lifted. I done it, bro, I done it. Finish line within a mile, and I feel like I could run it wild. I done it, bro, I done it. I could splurge 100K, I'm just keeping it
beautiful. And I want you to know that you're beautiful. Two fly sea wings in the mirror. Fortunately my ego couldn't get bigger. I'ma do what I couldn't deliver. Cloud shaping your image couldn't be clearer. Gotta go see you now. Cause I don't know what else I'ma do about daydreaming, I can't seem to come around. This music remind me of how you sound. So beautiful. And I want you to know that you're beautiful. I know you fell from the sky. 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 So beautiful. And I want you to know that you're beautiful. So beautiful. And I want you to know that you're beautiful. Drop out on the block, got a man down. Pipe down, pass some person, bite down. Call the ambulance or he gon' bleed out right now. Keep him breathing, pass some perks, tell him bite down. Drop out on the block, got a man down. Pipe down, pass some person, bite down. Call the ambulance or he gon' bleed out right now. Keep him breathing, pass some perks, tell him bite down. I'm on my way, I'ma hop out on the way. Get some revenge today. Shoot me a zombie, no games. They say he will not make it. So my heart full of hatred. Got my gun like a patriot. Get the Glock with no safety. Took 10 paces, quick pause. Got a text message, they got a post. Now I'm sick cause some niggas that did it is on that block. Thinking about my nigga bleeding out. As I approach, strapped up with the shits on. Guns blazing. Drop out on the block, got a man down. Pipe down, pass some person, bite down. Call the ambulance or he gon' bleed out. I come alive when it's crunch time. Eat the games alive like it's lunchtime. Killing every round like a punchline. Real life, taking thought one time. Got the soldiers on the front line, standing like an army of some kind. This ain't no fun time. It's either run time or gun time. Summertime, dumb live. Smoking on some shit that's dumb live. Busting my 9 in the middle of the night. I just remember the tough times. I just remember going buck wild. I lost my mom, I was just a child. And you think that you tough down? Well, let me remind you how the gun sound. Better start paying me a check. Too much cash to collect. Shorty tryna pay me with sex. You better show me respect. Better start paying me in checks. Too much cash to collect. Shorty tryna pay me with sex. You better show me respect. Put my chain on, let the chain hang. Like a chain game where you can't sway. Spark up, meditate, medicate, then levitate. You ain't on my level, can't hesitate. Gotta bang, bang down, fuck you up, let it off. Try to stunt, set them off, just for fun. Fuck around, got my gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put your middle fingers up, put your middle fingers up. High what? Protect yourself, cause it's the law. Got the right to bear arms. Let me hear you shout it if you got the big guns. Make America great, this what it sound like. Stars and stripes, but it's all about the crown light. People by the people, shit don't sound right. Soldiers hit the ground thinking it's a proud fight. Just before they discover the commander-in-chief is in bed with the Russians. But what about that fucking attack on Saudi? Was it orchestrated? Oh God, I want Obama back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put your middle fingers up. Put your middle fingers up. High what? Protect yourself, cause it's the law. Got the right to bear arms. Let me hear you shout it if you got the big guns. Put your mother. Only fuck with my day ones that been riding with me. And that 9-6 on the coupe when that gas tank was on E. Got close niggas, but fuck them though. Got caught up in these streets. Try blame shit on me. Gotta put them down and they sleep. And we was brothers, man, chillin' on that stoop. Had to pick the gun up, aim and shoot. Riding dirty, record be the proof. Drove my signature in a loop. Blunt ashes, middle fingers through the roof. You seen what what's do to you. Block beef and we gun it down. Haul ass about 100 miles. Burn rubber, shit is smoked out. Windows open, let the smoke out. Pedro when they in the zone. Cash app right in the phone. Top view like I'm in a drone. Fire escape where I lit the cones. AM when I get to work. Bundle sold by the evening. You ain't gotta speak for no reason. The hustle ain't no secret. Damn nigga, what I do to you? Just cause I ain't down there with you. You ain't gotta be on my Drake shit, like a movie dealing wisdom. Tainted love, tainted love, tainted love, tainted love, tainted love, tainted. We be dealing wisdom. There you go, there you go. Where'd you go, where'd you go? I ain't jealous, I ain't jealous. And you ain't a hoe, and you ain't a hoe. But I know, and you know, you a flirt. And I'm a sucker, Cause she gon' twerk, 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 she gon' twerk. And all of a sudden she gon' work, she gon' work, she gon' work. Crazy chick, crazy gon' make me go berserk. Got me hurt, feel so much better. I see your titties through your shirt. Got me hurt, got me hurt, got me hurt, got me hurt. Feel so much better. I see your titties through your shirt. Feel so much better. I see your titties through your shirt. Si un día me pasa algo, dile a mami que yo traté de buscar de Dios, que el diablo me jaló para atrás. Que yo soy el más duro del track, que el mundo me va a conocer porque ya yo firmé el contrato, cabrón. Me lo soñé, me lo imaginé, que el mundo me iba a conocer. Me vi en grande un jefe que tenía mucho dinero y que mangué mi maquinón. Y los haters que me ignoraban, esos eran mi lambón. Me lo soñé, me lo imaginé, que el mundo me iba a conocer. Me vi en grande un jefe que tenía mucho dinero y que mangué mi maquinón. Y los haters que me ignoraban, esos eran mi lambón. Antes yo no viajaba y era un locón. Ahora que viajo me llaman patrón. Dicen que estoy lindo y mucho comparón, pero no se me olvidan en el callejón. Cantaba de calcio y me dieron pisón. Ahora facturo yo más de 1 billón. Me burlaban de mí, soy mi lambón. Soñé despertar y cumplir la misión. Llegué donde que fuimos de una canción. Me puso pa' mí, fue mi inspiración. Demostrando que puedo joseando porque en el patio de mi casa yo quiero un avión. Una casa mi vieja, yo tengo un imperio. Cabrón, llevo 1 año metiendo presión. Es difícil la lucha, yo nací con esto, yo no lo pedí sin comparación. Ando en Manhattan fumándome un blond. Estoy frío en la city, bloque calentón. Me siento orgulloso que vengo de cero y ya soy una leyenda gracias a los santos. El sueño que tuve existía, las demás la fucking envidia. Negué la atracción que tenía. 3 niños, tenía una empresa, tú eres mi empleado y yo tu patrón. Me lo soñé, me lo imaginé, que el mundo me iba a conocer. Me vi en grande un jefe que tenía mucho dinero y que mangué mi maquinón. Y los haters que me ignoraban, esos eran mi lambón. Me lo soñé, me lo imaginé, que el mundo me iba a conocer. Me vi en grande un jefe que tenía mucho dinero y que mangué mi maquinón. Y los haters que me ignoraban, esos eran mi lambón. Ellos se viran, ahora me quieren buscar. Los cueros también me ignoran, ahora me quieren llamar. Lambones, cabrones diferentes se supone. Toditos se parecen, llegó el que se la pone. Yo sueño y despierto y lo hago realidad. Les acuerdo el que me quiere para atrás, que tiene que pagar y no puede humillar. Que lo hice puro y maduro del track. Ya tengo los puletes ready pa' guerrear. Que me deje saber, cabrón, que se quiere quemar. Me lo soñé, me lo imaginé, que el mundo me iba a conocer. Me vi en grande un jefe que tenía mucho dinero y que mangué mi maquinón. Y los haters que me ignoraban, esos eran mi lambón. Me lo soñé, me lo imaginé, que el mundo me iba a conocer. Me vi en grande un jefe que tenía mucho dinero y que mangué mi maquinón. Y los haters que me ignoraban, esos eran mi lambón. Me lo soñé. Kilo Brian, yeah. Ok, Beatz. Los mejores de la nueva. Yo soy la leyenda. sabe que respetamos. El mundo me va a conocer.
Ok, Beatz. Mami, escucha. Compartir una almohada, yo te quiero ser feliz. Ese hombre no te ama, yo fui hecho para ti. No te quiero ver llorando, yo te quiero ser feliz. Yo te quiero ser feliz, yo te quiero ser feliz. Yo te quiero amar, serte cosas abnormales. Primero te voy a atrapar, después yo te voy a amarrar, luego te voy a devorar, ahora te voy a soltar, pa' que me lo haga igual. Yo soy el que te va a hacer olvidar, ese payaso lo vamos a borrar. Muñeca, escucha, yo no cojo lucha, tú lo vas a sentir, pero a ti te gusta, eres masoquista que solo disfruta cuando estás acotada conmigo y solo me ves como amigo. Y cómo me siento y cómo te explico.
Triste porque no te llamas, crees que se olvidó de ti. Yo queriéndote en tu cama, ni siquiera piensa en mí. Triste porque no te llamas, crees que se olvidó de ti. Yo queriéndote en tu cama, ni siquiera piensa en mí. Te quiero tener en mi cama, bebé, y enseñarte otra cosa. Yo vengo de otro planeta, mamita, yo soy otra cosa. Y si te vienes conmigo te trataré como una rosa. Yo tengo los trucos y ella una mala pa' dejarla loca. Te mamo la teta, te rompo la carreta. A ella le gusta porque hay una freca. Y si es jevo para semana que tengo una glopeta. Yo soy de la calle y no cojo esa. Si ella me tira me la llevo presa. En la jipeta le como la fresa. Prendimos un kush de Cali que la puso nesa. Ella se arrebataba para evitar la tristeza. Tú debes dejarlo y eso te pesa. Sabiendo que a ella tú no le interesa. No. Triste porque no te llamas, crees que se olvidó de ti. Yo queriéndote en tu cama, ni siquiera piensa en mí. Triste porque no te llamas, crees que se olvidó de ti. Yo queriéndote en tu cama, ni siquiera piensa en mí. Te quiero comer, te quiero mamita, yo darte placer, Te quiero en la noche, tú sabes mamita, te quiero conmigo mamita, tú sabes que yo te quiero llevar conmigo hasta el amanecer.
Te quiero ser feliz. Te quiero ser feliz. Te quiero ser feliz. Te quiero ser feliz.
Triste porque no te llamas, crees que se olvidó de ti. Yo queriéndote en tu cama, ni siquiera piensa en mí. Triste porque no te llamas, crees que se olvidó de ti. Yo queriéndote en tu cama, ni siquiera piensa en mí. Triste porque no te llamas, crees que se olvidó de ti. Yo queriéndote en tu cama, ni siquiera piensa en mí. Triste porque no te llamas, crees que se olvidó de ti. Yo queriéndote en tu cama, ni siquiera piensa en mí.
Okay.
Ay, ay. Kevin King. Okay, Beatz. Yeah. Red, pay, whip, pay, spread, pay, chips, make, renta, paga, carro, pago, biles, pago, cuarto, hago, red, pay, whip, pay, spread, pay, chips, make, renta, paga, carro, pago, biles, pago, cuarto, hago. Cuando piso en el bloque todo el mundo lo siente. Siente. Estoy conectado con toda mi gente. Gente. No me demente, si me causa estrés le mando solo una bala a su frente. Un hoyo en el medio tu lente. Lo rompo y ahora un muerto sin dientes. Vivo y caliente me mantengo siempre pendiente en la calle que pasan clientes. Todos apoyan hasta que sea presidente. Cuando digo algo escucha y aprende. Y si no lo hace mejor para mí, los Goonies te comen como solo a mí. La vaca, yo voy para arriba, no pueden pararnos de llegar al cima. No importa la hora, no importa el clima. Venimos a romperla así que ponte la pila. Venimos a romperla así que ponte la pila. La vaca, yo voy para arriba, venimos a romperla así que ponte la pila. Venimos a romperla así que ponte la red, hey, whip, hey, spread, hey, chips, ley, renta, paga, carro, pago, biles, pago, cuarto, hago, red, pay, whip, pay, spread, pay, chips, make, renta, paga, carro, pago, biles, pago, cuarto, hago.
Te buscaste, yeah, fumaste, yeah, vacilaste, yeah, lo mataste, yeah, pile cuero, yeah, vestido de reto, yeah, con los cuartos, yeah, me busqué yo, yeah, en la disco, que lo maté yo, que lo que mané, vamos a aprender. Si tú sigas así, yo te voy a aprender. Yo me vine a buscar manejar y ahora yo quiero que lo mueva así, que lo mueva así, que lo ponga a menear y tú sabes, mami, yeah, tú sabes, mami, yo tengo una libra, mamita, pa' ti, yeah, mamita, pa' ti. Si te va a arrebatar, de aquí no va a salir, yeah, de aquí no va a salir. Llama a tu amiga y hacemos un party. Yo llamo a mi tal y nos vamos a party. Tú sabes, mamita, la nota está así, yeah, la nota está así. Esto no es despacito, pero va a salir, yeah, pero va a salir. Quiero una mala, no salga de aquí, ni que en la disco me llegue.
Red, pay, whip, pay, spread, pay, chips, ley, renta, paga, carro, pago, biles, pago, cuarto, hago, red, pay, whip, pay, spread, pay, chips, make, renta, paga, carro, pago, biles, pago, cuarto, hago, red, pay, whip, pay, spread, pay, chips, make, renta, paga, carro, pago, biles, pago, cuarto, hago, red, pay, whip, pay, spread, pay, chips, make, renta, paga, carro, pago, biles, pago, cuarto, hago.
Que me cargue los controles, yeah. Kilo Brad, yo. Yo siempre ando contigo, para la mami chu.
Camino yo por la avenida con flow de quilero. Papá que always on full, me busco dinero. Yo monto la ráfaga pura, me pongo violento. Si ella dice que le meta con ganas, yo duro le meto, con ganas le meto. Sexo, dinero, pistolas, el movimiento. Música es lo que me calma y controla los tiempos. Yo llego quitándole comas con puro talento. Llevo mi barrio en la mente, en mis buenos tiempos. Yo creo en lo más sagrado, en el Señor de los cielos. Soy yo el capo, me dicen chapo. Muevo los gramos lavando dinero. Apunto la orden, mando a buscarlos. Llegan a salvo, corono de nuevo. Siempre me busca un funda, me la busco hoy. Me la busco siempre, bajo con seguridad. Soy un veterano, no es golpe de suerte. Me siento tan iluminado, tengo el apoyo de mi gente. El público dice métele con ganas. Yo duro le meto. Camino yo por la avenida con flow de quilero. Papá que always on full, me busco dinero. Yo monto la ráfaga pura, me pongo violento. Si ella dice que le meta con ganas, yo duro le meto.
Como camino yo por la avenida, paré con quilero. Pockets always on full, yo siempre tengo dinero. Buscando la funda, echándome, no le pongo pero. Ponte pa' mí, yo te suelto los perros, Peligro en la calle y tú no eres calle, mejor que te calle. La vaca en la media, casos federales, solo andamos con los generales. Soldados matones, leales, reales. Lástima de ellos que son mis rivales. Bregando con lo más duro. Apenas llegamos ya dándole puro. Piensa en tu jeva, dándome culo. Entra si quiere encontrarnos desnudo. Ella respeta, yo soy su chulo. Tú ni siquiera le compras un churro. Le meto culebra, ella quiere mi tubo. Tráeme tu amiga, sexo por grupo. Tú eres un sucio porque yo le gusto. Si te piden plátano, dale maduro. Sobre millaje, mente brillante, siempre pensando que soy un salvaje. El tigueraje, sigues llamándome. Calle, te dije que nunca ibas a volver, pero tú estabas mintiendo.
Camino yo por la avenida con flow de quilero. Papá que always on full, me busco dinero. Yo monto la ráfaga pura, me pongo violento. Si ella dice que le meta con ganas, yo duro le meto.
Siempre vive tu vida que yo vivo la mía. Ando con Dios, no hago brujería. Aunque tú prendas velones, conmigo no te conviene porque te quedas chiquito como duende. I got keys, no soy Swizzy. Como teléfono ocupado estoy busy. Con tu mujer otra vez, Lizzy. Es que soy un niño malo, Daddy. Encontraste lo que no querías. O sería que tú no lo sabías. Que tengo pistolones como fundillones en la discoteca antes de las 12, gratis. No te sale, no se le salao. Que yo siempre gano por knockout. Tengo kilos de flow, lady. Y la tuya viven apagado.
Camino yo por la avenida con flow de quilero. Papá que always on full, me busco dinero. Yo monto la ráfaga pura, me pongo violento. Si ella dice que le meta con ganas, yo duro le meto.
Villa Consuelo, flow de quilero, 156 se mueve el dinero. No ponga pero que ando con el chapo. Negativo Paco moviendo los sacos. Aquí hay par de piezas, ven mete mano. Te liquidaste cartel mexicano, no vale mamá. Familia en el mano, si no pagaste, te la vaciamos. Se busca, se mueve, un tro de mujeres. Dinero, lo que siempre quieren. Carro la prenda, es la falacia. Si choca conmigo viene tu desgracia. Deja tu falsa, somos reales. Vuelve a nacer pa' que pueda llegarle. Yo voy a mí, no creo que pares. Idiota conmigo, seguro que gane.
Camino yo por la avenida con flow de quilero. Papá que always on full, me busco dinero. Yo monto la ráfaga pura, me pongo violento. Si ella dice que le meta con ganas, yo duro le meto.
Sexo, calle, droga, de ghetto, mujeres, carros, patilla, dinero, eso. Dale pop bottles con modelos, twerk, ella mueve ese yellow forquileros. Sexo, calle, droga, de ghetto, mujeres, carros, patilla, dinero, eso. Dale pop bottles con modelos, twerk, ella mueve ese yellow forquileros.
Camino yo por la avenida con flow de quilero. Papá que always on full, me busco dinero. Yo monto la ráfaga pura, me pongo violento. Si ella dice que le meta con ganas, yo duro le meto. Camino yo por la avenida con flow de quilero. Papá que always on full, me busco dinero. Yo monto la ráfaga pura, me pongo violento. Si ella dice que le meta con ganas, yo duro le meto. 156, chapo.
Kevin K.
Yo, siempre listo.
Ok, Beatz.
El sabio G, el instrumento de la calle. Warriors Family,
15 City, nigga.
156.
Te va a hacer.
Tú sabes que lo que es, mi loco. Dame la lucha, po. Siempre listo.
Pa' que se quillen, oyeron, pa' que se quillen.
Okay, Beatz. Kevin King. Yeah.
Maldiciones me quieren poner y mi vida la quieren coger. En el piso yo me quieren ver. Yo lo sé. Quieren quitar mi poder. Voy para arriba, tú a ver. Sé que me quieren joder. Yo lo sé.
Parado en la calle usando pastillas, me tiro una pecosa de la amarilla. Que calentón el bloque fumando en el tron. La silla me puse la pila. Estoy vivo todavía, eso te quilla. Loco tomito, están en fila, manegue. Esto me huele a vanilla. ¿Tú crees que tienes panita de negro de snitch? Te llaman los monos, hablan con la policía, le dicen a dónde vivías. Si todavía quieren darte la mano cuando te ven en la esquina. Pero no piso la espina, mejor te piso, la prima le gusta. Como le doy, yo le rompo la espina, le topo la tripa, me gusta la tipa. Ya le pasó otra vez, que le quite la mujer. Y si tú crees que puedes, ¿qué es lo que tú quieres ser? Digo, ¿qué es lo que tú quieres ser? Mijo, ¿qué es lo que tú quieres ser? Dime lo que quieres ser. Puedo vaciarte un peine en tu cara, pa' que te lo sepas que tú no vas a hacer nada. En cualquier tiempo que a mí me dé la gana, yo te lo doy yo mismo, par de puñaladas.
Maldiciones me quieren poner y mi vida la quieren coger. En el piso yo me quieren ver. Yo lo sé. Quieren quitar mi poder. Voy para arriba, tú a ver. Sé que me quieren joder. Yo lo sé. Maldiciones me quieren poner y mi vida la quieren coger. En el piso yo me quieren ver. Yo lo sé. Quieren quitar mi poder. Voy para arriba, tú a ver. Sé que me quieren joder. Yo lo sé.
Fuera del medio, cabrón, que yo vengo subiendo. Con un tabaco yo siempre lo enciendo. Ando con una mochila lleno de dinero. Me paso los días contando y moviendo los pianos de carro a carro, el audio, el benzo. Turn it out windows. Ellos solo miran con los ojos llenos de envidia. Cuando paso con ropa más fina, lo que hace falta es romperte una pata y yo volar a una playa con una azafata dándome chapa. Y tú aquí envuelto en trapa como cucaracha. Tú estás por el suelo como una tapa. Aguanta antes de ponerme los guantes. Di que tú eres un gante. Y porque yo nunca te veo adelante, siempre llorando te mojas los pampers. Deja tu odio o pagas en sangre. Nunca me quitan la fe. Yo sigo buena gente. Trabajo que yo me sudé y tierra que yo caminé. Nunca me quitan la fe. Yo sigo buena gente. Nunca me quitan la fe. Digo, nunca me quitan la fe. Digo, nunca me quitan la fe. Yeah.
Maldiciones me quieren poner y mi vida la quieren coger. En el piso yo me quieren ver. Yo lo sé. Quieren quitar mi poder. Voy para arriba, tú a ver. Sé que me quieren joder. Yo lo sé. Maldiciones me quieren poner y mi vida la quieren coger. En el piso yo me quieren ver. Yo lo sé. Quieren quitar mi poder. Voy para arriba, tú a ver. Sé que me quieren joder. Yo lo sé.